Go ahead and call the regular council meeting in order. Chief Coran, could you do this in the pledge?
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
May I have a roll call?
Timing. Hey, Chair.
Oh, well, before we ask for a roll call, I need to have council appoint Mr. Bertone as the
Clerk Pro Tem.
clerk pro tem. Chris is absent.
Well, since
this
it's
evening.
already been
Second.
pre-decided, can I just nominate myself?
I think it was already done and seconded before you had
I
a
told them all
chance.
to wait when they least expected it.
Right.
That's why I came late.
All right, so we have a motion and a second, sir.
Okay, so, Backnick,
Here.
you meant aye?
I thought you were doing roll call.
Aye.
Well, you have to
No, no, no.
approve
Oh, aye.
Right,
Sorry.
so.
Now I get why I'm doing this, right?
See? I told you.
There you have it.
So, hang on a second, so, let me get my chart out here. Mr. McKinney?
Aye.
Ms. Shaver?
Aye.
Mr. Cersey?
Aye.
Mr. Height?
Aye.
Mr. Bertone, aye.
Okay, now may I have a roll call?
Ms. Backnick?
Here.
Mr. McKinney?
Here.
Ms. Shaver?
Here.
Mr. Cersey? Here. Mr. Bertone here. Mr. Height?
Here.
Okay.
Can I have a motion to excuse Chris Page from the meeting this evening?
So moved.
Second.
Okay, hang on one second. It's recording. Okay. Mr. Cersey?
Aye.
Mr. Height?
Aye.
Mr. McKinney?
Aye.
Ms. Shaver?
Aye.
And Ms. Backnick?
Aye.
Okay.
Can I have a motion to accept the minutes from February 20th?
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Height?
Aye.
Ms. Backnick?
Aye.
Mr. McKinney?
Aye.
Ms. Schaefer?
Aye.
Mr. Cersey?
Aye.
Okay, hold on one second, Mr. Bertone, we got one more motion to make here.
Hang on
okay?
one, let me just get the
Gotcha.
order of these and who seconded that one? That last one? Who did the second?
Me.
Okay. And one second. Okay.
All right, we have a swearing in of Officer Alex Poto this evening, and we want to move him up to the agenda now. So, and then Ron Graham, the director from Lake County General Health District, was going to present this evening, but we had some technical difficulties, and he'll be coming back in April.
Okay.
So we're going to remove him from the agenda as well. So if I get a motion for those agenda item moves?
So moved.
Second.
Is this combined to make the
Yes.
move?
I think
Okay.
we combine them, right, Jim?
Yeah, that's fine.
So, Mr. McKinney,
Aye.
Ms. Schaefer,
Aye.
Mr. McKinney, or Mr. Cersey,
Aye.
Mr. Height,
Aye.
Ms. Backnick,
Aye.
Mr. Bertone, aye.
Okay, resolution number 2024-24, resolution confirming the appointment of Alex Poto as a regular police officer for the Village of Fairport Harbor, Ohio, and declaring an emergency.
Move to adopt.
Second.
Move to suspend.
Second.
On the motion to suspend, Mr. McKinney.
Aye.
Let me just catch up here. Ms. Backnick,
Aye.
Ms. Shaver,
Aye.
Mr. Cersey,
Aye.
Mr. Height,
Aye.
Mr. Bertone, aye. Excuse me, on the motion to adopt, Mr. McKinney,
Aye.
Ms. Backnick,
Aye.
Ms. Shaver,
Aye.
Mr. Cersey,
Aye.
Mr. Height,
Aye.
Mr. Bertone, aye.
Okay. Alex? Right there, just saying.
Do we get to ask the question, what line of photos?
I'm probably going to have you swearing in, but yeah, there. You guys got some family here in town, right? We do. Any relation to me? Cousins. Cousins? Okay. If they're from Fairport, we're related.
Dead.
Yeah, there we go. I don't do this a lot. Understood. Please repeat after me. I, Alex Poto.
I, Alex Poto,
Being duly sworn,
being duly sworn,
dispose and say
dispose and say
that I hereby accept the position
that I hereby accept the position
of police officer
of police officer
of the Village of Fairport Harbor, Ohio,
of the Village of Fairport Harbor, Ohio,
and that I will support the Constitution of the United States,
and that I will support the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution of the State of Ohio,
the Constitution of the State of Ohio,
and the codified ordinances
and the codified ordinances
of the Village of Fairport Harbor,
of the Village of Fairport Harbor,
and that I will faithfully and honestly
and I will faithfully and honestly
perform the duties of the above position,
perform the duties of the above position,
together with such other duties
together with such other duties
as may from time to time
as may from time to
be
time
placed upon me
be placed upon me
by the proper authority.
by the proper authority. That I be here.
We need a signature, sir.
Congrats, you guys. Congrats.
Okay, from our solicitor, Mr. Jim Lyons.
No report tonight, Mr. Mayor. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. I have a few proclamations to read. Police Officer of the Year for this year, Community Policing Officer, Firefighter of the Year, and then April is Child Abuse Prevention Month. So whereas Patrolman Tyler Varsay has been chosen by his peers to receive the 2023 Officer of the Year Award for his many accomplishments and his increased dedication and loyalty to the Fairport Harbor Police Department. And whereas Officer Varsay was sworn in on September 20th, 2022 as a full-time officer after a brief period with our auxiliary police unit, of which he is now assigned as coordinator. He also holds a part-time position with the Grand River Police Department. And whereas Officer Varsay earned his bachelor's degree in criminal justice at Youngstown State University and is a 2021 graduate of Lakeland Community College Basic Police Academy. And whereas we are proud of Officer Varsay's accomplishment and service of the Village of Fairport Harbor, we look forward to his success. Now therefore be it proclaimed by the Mayor as the Village of Fairport Harbor, County of Lake, State of Ohio as follows, that the Village of Fairport Harbor does hereby recognize and honor Officer Tyler Varsay for his performance, dedication, and commitment, and congratulate him on receiving the 2023 Officer of the Year Award. And I should say all of these were recognized at a dinner 3 weeks ago, Chief?
Yeah, it was about 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, here at the Senior Center. So that was a very nice event that we were at. Whereas Patrolman James Sheehan has been chosen by his peers to receive the 2023 Community Policing Award for his continued community policing dedication and his connection to our schools as an assistant football coach and certified personal trainer. And whereas Officer Sheehan was sworn in as a part-time officer on March 1st, 2022 and promoted to a full-time position on May 3rd, 2022. Officer Sheehan was previously with the Lakewood Police Department and is a 2021 graduate of the Cleveland Heights Police Academy. And whereas Officer Sheehan is on Bike Patrol Unit and also serves as our new backup school resource officer. He is recognized throughout the village for his compassionate approach and helpful personality. And whereas we are proud of Officer Sheehan's accomplishments and service to the Village of Fairport Harbor, we look forward to his success. Now therefore be it proclaimed by the Mayor as the Village of Fairport Harbor, County of Lake, State of Ohio as follows, that the Village of Fairport Harbor does hereby recognize and honor Officer James Sheehan for his performance, dedication, and commitment, and congratulate him on receiving the 2023 Community Policing Award. Firefighter of the Year, whereas Firefighter Sean Roadhaver has been chosen by his peers to receive the 2023 Firefighter of the Year Award for his commitment and dedication to the Village of Fairport Harbor. And whereas Firefighter Roadhaver grew up in Willowick and became excited about a career as a firefighter after entering the Fire Explorer program through the Boy Scouts of America. He began his fire journey at the city of Willoughby Hills and now works for the village as well as Concord Township, where he has been for 22 years. And whereas Firefighter Roadhaver was hired as a part-time firefighter for the village on October 19th, 2021, he is a dependable on A shift, an Ohio Fighter number 2, and an EMT basic. He is also a certified fire inspector and child safety seat technician. And whereas Firefighter Roadhaver has been married to his best friend Danielle for 10 years, who he describes as his rock, and thanks her for her support and putting up with all the time he spends at the fire stations. They have 2 spoiled fur babies, Star and Cole. And whereas we are proud of Firefighter Roadhaver's accomplishments and service to the Village of Fairport Harbor, and we look forward to his success. Now therefore be it proclaimed by the Mayor of the Village of Fairport Harbor, County of Lake, State of Ohio as follows, that the Village of Fairport Harbor does hereby recognize and honor Firefighter Sean Roadhaver for his performance, dedication, and commitment, and congratulate him on receiving the 2023 Firefighter of the Year Award. Congratulations to all 3 of them. Okay. Whereas all children of our community have the right to live and grow in a safe, secure, and supportive environment, enter school prepared to succeed, be able to choose healthy behaviors, and grow on to successful adulthood. And whereas we, the leaders of this community, acknowledge that those rights are not always available to all children, and although there have been significant progress to increase the safety and security of our children, we renew our commitment to protecting our most valuable resource. And whereas during 2023, Lake County Children's Services responded to over 1,500 calls regarding children and their families, and as a result, Children's Services worked with approximately 1,000 children who presented a variety of issues which could not be easily resolved. And whereas over 100 foster families, adoptive families, relatives, and other alternative caregivers provided a safe environment for children who were unable to be in their family home. And whereas statistics show that a great majority of children who died from child maltreatment in the state of Ohio were under the age of 5 years old, thus never having the chance to attend kindergarten. And statistics further show that survivors of child abuse and neglect are at a greater risk for problems later in life that affect not just the child and family, but our society as a whole. And whereas the best prevention of child abuse can only be done if we, both as a society and as individuals, take responsibility to offer parents and families the support and tools they need to provide healthy, nurturing homes for their children. Now therefore, I, Timothy S. Manross, Mayor of the Village of Fairport Harbor, do hereby offer this proclamation designating April 2024 as Child Abuse Prevention Month in the Village of Fairport Harbor. We urge the citizens of our community to join us to become involved in activities this month and all through the year to raise the awareness of child abuse and to focus our attention on providing safe environments for children and fostering confident, positive parents. In witness whereof I have set my hand and caused the seal of the Village of Fairport Harbor to be affixed this 19th day of March of the year of 2024. That's all I have this evening from our administrator, Amy Kosick.
I attended the Eastern Lake County Chamber of Commerce Community Reps Update on March 14th. 11 municipalities participated. They'll be doing articles on each city, village, and township as they go through. It'll start showing up updates from different communities in the paper. The Third Street Streetscape project is underway. We're going to have electricians and everybody kind of moving in starting tomorrow, so they'll be kind of dancing around the weather here. Updating the comprehensive plan. Per discussions with the mayor, as the village continues to grow, the time is right to update the comprehensive plan for the village. I'll be in contact with Lake County Planning Commission to discuss the steps that we need to take to facilitate that project. Water plant demo. The demo of the water plant is scheduled to begin the week of April 8th, after the eclipse, of course. Monterelli Excavating will start to mobilize at the end of the month. Fairport Harbor Hometown Heroes Banner Program. We've had many requests from the community to look into the banner program for Fairport. At the end of last year, I visited with some communities to get some additional information on how to move forward. Basically, the village would provide applications for those looking to purchase a banner. Fairport area veterans who have served in the U.S. Army, Navy, Marines, Air Force, National Guard, or Coast Guard will be eligible for the program. Each banner with dimensions of 24 by 54 inches will feature the veteran's picture, name, and rank, a branch of service, and the name of sponsor. Individuals, families, organizations can sponsor a banner, and I'm currently looking into getting quotes for the cost of the banners. Finally, we're coming up on the eclipse, so we'll have the eclipse viewing party on Monday, April 8th on the Lighthouse Hill. The viewing party will take place from 1 to 5. There'll be music, food trucks for visitors to enjoy as we wait for the main event, which takes place at about 3:15. We've also gotten calls from Channel 19 has requested to come out and broadcast live from the Lighthouse Hill, so there's going to be a lot going on. So that's my report.
Very good, thanks, Amy. Anyone got any questions of Amy?
It's a big report.
Yeah, a lot going on early in the year for a change. Normally, construction projects around here happen later in the year, so it's nice to see the activity. Yeah, thanks, Amy. From our engineer, Clyde Hatton.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor, members of council. A couple quick updates that Amy did not talk about. The water tower is proceeding. The foundation work is underway. Off-site, there's a lot of steel fabrication that's taking place, and that's nearly complete. And they should be erecting, the plan is they're erecting the steel probably beginning in May. And then after that, we'll do the field painting, probably by the end of June and July. And they're hoping to have this complete by the end of the year. Fifth Street sanitary and storm sewer improvements, that's an OPWC project that we'll be starting our design next month. That project is very similar to what we did on Chestnut and 3rd Street. We'll be doing storm sewers, sanitary sewer lining and replacement, and some resurfacing. Amy was successful in getting some CDBG funding for some resurfacing projects. As just a reminder, those roads were 5th Street from High to Plum, New 4th Street from Eagle to Plum, and Paradise Court. And I think I heard in the State of the Village that we want to have a streets and sidewalks meeting to talk about a couple of things. So I believe we should get that scheduled so we can talk about the road program and what programs we want to add.
Before the next council meeting?
That's fine. Yeah. You want to go at 6 o'clock?
6.
Okay.
And that concludes my report. Thank you.
Is streets and, the other members of 6 are from Streets and Sidewalk good for 6 PM, the next council meeting?
Which would be
By the silence, I'll take it.
April
as a yes.
16th?
Yeah. Okay. Very good. Any questions of Clyde? Thank you, Clyde.
Thank you.
Christine, the financial reports are in the packet. Any questions, you can funnel them through me or Amy, or ask Chris directly. Mr. Saracey, Safety Committee?
Really don't have much to report. Chris is gone this week, and I called Amy about our police levy and then our fire levy to hear back from the auditor exactly what we're going to be using when we do the levies. So hopefully we'll have that by the next meeting. Chief, do you have anything?
I don't have anything other than what's in the report.
Okay, thank you. Can I have a motion to pay the bills?
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Saracey?
Aye.
Ms. Shaver?
Aye.
Mr. McKinney?
Aye.
Ms. Backnick?
Aye.
Mr. Height?
Aye.
Mr. Bertone? Aye.
Resolution number 2024-22, a resolution to transfer funds from the water fund to the enterprise debt service fund and declaring an emergency.
Move to adopt.
Second?
Move to suspend.
Second.
Ms. Shaver?
Aye.
Mr. Height?
Aye.
Ms. Backnick?
Aye.
Mr. McKinney?
Aye.
Mr. Saracey?
Aye.
Mr. Bertone? Aye.
Resolution number 2024-23, a resolution to transfer funds from the general fund to the general obligation bond retirement fund and declaring an emergency.
Move to adopt.
Second.
Move to suspend.
Second.
On the motion to suspend, Mr. Saracey?
Aye.
Ms. Backnick?
Aye.
Mr. McKinney?
Aye.
Ms. Shaver?
Aye.
Mr. Height?
Aye.
Mr. Bertone? Aye. All ayes. On the motion to adopt, Mr. Saracey?
Aye.
Ms. Backnick?
Aye.
Mr. McKinney?
Aye.
Ms. Shaver?
Aye.
Mr. Height?
Aye.
Mr. Bertone? Aye.
I don't have anything else this evening, just council.
No.
If not, we are open to the public. Karen?
There you go. There you go.
Karen Bidlack, 635 Eagle Street. Just want to comment and just mention the Fairport Mardi Gras event, our celebration, will be held July 3rd through the 6th, with the parade being on the 3rd, and the fireworks will be on Saturday the 6th. So we have a ride company that'll be here for 4 days. Okay.
Thank you.
And the hours are supposed to be from 1 to 11, but we meet tomorrow night, so things could change.
Gotcha. Thank you, Karen. Yes, sir, in the back.
Jim Sparrow, Water Street. Just a couple quick questions, hopefully they're quick. What was the health department going to talk about?
He was going to give a general update. So yearly, they have a meeting for the county, and I as mayor go, and they do a nice job of what they provide for the citizens of Lake County, and it's kind of what they present there, and they go over their budgets and what they charge each community. I thought it would be a nice segue from the orders that we talked about the last time. I'm sure we would be asking him a question about that or two, but I thought it was a good chance for council to hear some of the things that they do. So it would be a truncated version of that. So that's what his PowerPoint is.
I just was
Yep.
curious. And last meeting, Amy had talked about what the outdoor dining resolution, something that, I can't remember what it was called.
Oh, the DORA.
The DORA.
Yeah.
How's that coming along?
So I was going to circle the wagons with council to see if they had any final tweaks, and then we could go ahead and send it to the state.
Oh, very cool. And then any update on the outdoor seating permitting application process for the local restaurants that I talked to Tim about, the mayor about, and you guys talked about that at all?
Right, and I will talk with Norm, our new assistant zoning inspector, so we can get our arms around the outdoor eating area.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because that's coming out. It'd be really good for the
Yeah.
community. I think it'd be a wonderful thing to have. And I've been coming to the meetings a bit, and I noticed there's like various committees and commissions. Do those do quarterly reports or updates to village council or anything?
Depends on what the meeting is. So from the safety committee, they had a report, and then they forwarded on the information for the levy.
Okay, so when they,
Coming out of streets and sidewalks, that's where we'll prioritize the next roads and stuff like that. So in that way, they do,
okay, so
report in.
when something comes through.
You got it, right,
okay.
yeah.
I just was curious, because I didn't
And those
know.
meetings are typically published as well,
Yeah, I
and those
can't
are
make
always
all
open.
of
Right, and they're always open to the public too, so those aren't like any meetings that are
Right.
held behind closed doors or anything.
It's just difficult to make them
Understood.
all. That's all I said.
Understood, believe me, I understand.
A Cliff's Notes would be nice every now and
Gotcha,
then, that's
sure,
all.
sure.
And then the last question I had was, with the water plant coming down, and I know things are off in the future about sort of what's actually going to happen down there, but has there been any like survey, or maybe I'd offer up an idea of maybe doing a public survey asking the community, here's a bunch of options, or tell us what you think might be a good idea for down here, and let the community weigh in on what they'd like to see down there? I don't know if that's been done or not.
In one way or another, over the past years there's been a lot of different plans developed. I think one of the things that'll come out of the comprehensive plan that we're going to be taking is there'll actually be a citizen group put together.
Okay.
And I gotta imagine that's going to be a focal point of what that's going to be. So, but there's a master plan that the University of Kent State University did a number of years ago. We've got our comprehensive plan from 2012-ish time, I think. That's a document that we're working against. So there are some plans out there.
I was just thinking about the community outreach and input component, and seeing if they might be a good idea to take a pulse of the community again. See, what do you want to see down there?
Understood.
And, might get something unique or something people hadn't thought about in a number of years.
Agreed.
Just an idea.
Sure.
All right. Thank you. That was all I had. Sorry for your time and trouble. Thank you.
You don't have to apologize. Thank you. No, you get one. Come on, Karen.
I agree. She only gets one.
See you next month.
I've been asked what's going on with the skate park. No,
We pulled the equipment, it got tagged, and then construction's going to start parking equipment there and stuff like that. That's one thing that Ron might be talking about doing, repurposing it for something with the health and wellness. We don't know. But we basically pulled the stuff out for the construction season that's going to start.
Yeah, and you're not putting the equipment back in, right?
I don't want to say we're not, because I don't know exactly what we're doing, but it's down here, I believe, or did we scrap it, Amy?
I'll make a motion that we don't put the equipment back.
It's pretty bad. I mean, I
Okay.
know.
So I don't think it's going back. It has been
So
scrapped.
we have a motion to not put it back and a
Fair enough,
second.
right.
It's pretty bad. It's kind of unsafe.
Fair enough.
Okay.
Okay.
Do we have a vote on that?
Listen, if you get a second, do it.
Bertone, aye. Shaver?
Shaver, aye.
Mr. Saracen?
Aye. I do have.
Hold on, we're taking a vote.
Mr. Height?
Come on.
Ms. McKinney, or Mr. McKinney, I almost said Ms. Ms. Backnick.
Aye.
Okay, yes, Mr. Saracen.
I've been reading about other communities putting up maybe a pickleball court, and I think it'd be excellent for Fairport. I think this 9-hole miniature golf is going to be awesome. But pickleball, that might be I was going to ask you to get somebody to measure it, but that would be really a nice venture for our village.
Yeah, I know Chris was talking about doing something here at the senior center a couple of months ago. Did that go anywhere, Amy?
There is one.
Oh, there is one here?
She got a donation.
Where is it?
$1,000.
Has it been built?
Chris, it's supposed to go in the back here.
Okay, gotcha.
Talk to Chris.
All right, yeah, because I knew something was going on here, I just hadn't heard any final plans.
I think
So,
she
yeah.
talked to you, didn't she, Amy?
Yeah, right, so,
Yeah.
so one's coming here, Frank, you have to come down and check out the senior center. You might be old enough to be a member, I'm not sure. I've gone on a limb.
I've played pickleball quite a bit.
He's old enough that I want to challenge him.
Right,
I think I'd beat you for a challenge.
All right.
6 o'clock before council meetings.
Right.
It's a little team building.
Actually, we could all get together and have teams.
Oh, I love pickleball. I play it when we go down to see my aunt. Okay, so,
I do
we
have
got
one
nothing
question.
else.
Any,
Hold on one second, Mr. Heights is going now, yeah.
any update from the community that lives on New Fourth during, I see during the day, it's not up all the time, but the no through traffic signs, so is that helping? I haven't been out there at the end of the school day to really
Chief.
see.
So far, since we started that, we haven't had any complaints regarding the traffic there. So we're kind of testing that out and see how the rest of the school year goes with that. And then we start getting an uptick of anything from now until the end of school, then we'll like try to re-gauge that and try to think of something else before school starts back up in the fall.
Okay.
Thank you. She was first, you go second. Go ahead.
Carla Rigozzi, 501 New 4th Street. I was hoping to get an update from the village of what you're doing to promote new business into Fairport, hoping to alleviate the tax burden of the residents. And then also I was wondering on this marina, if you have a projected amount of money that will be coming in when this is all said and done. Thank you.
Do you want an answer tonight, or could we give you an answer for those questions?
Yeah, do you need time to research? I've asked this question.
Well, I mean, as far as a projected revenue from the marina, I think we could probably pull some numbers together, but we'd have to probably talk to the county Port Authority to see what those projected numbers might be from a community of a similar size. But we don't have any figures like that now. And then as far as what the village is doing to promote, I mean, I think we do a good job of promoting our village in any way that we possibly can. For us to bring in any meaningful dollars, it's going to have to be in the way of development, right? It's not going to be your mom and pop shops. They're not going to give enough of a tax base there, but it's going to be the development of the waterfront. It's going to be increasing residents and stuff like that. So take into consideration that whole plot of land where that water plant sits right now generates $0 in tax revenue. The minute something gets built there, that's going to change the valuation of what that land is. So that's how we're going to start to increase the, the tax base here. If we could get something going on at Denora, to either remove that building or put meaningful jobs there. Denora, when they were here, I think the income tax there alone was $40-some thousand a year. You know what I mean? So those are the types of things that we're trying to do. But again, we're a small community. It's hard to attract the industry. I think we continue to do what we've been doing is revitalizing, and the putt-putt course is a perfect example of what we're doing to try to attract things and lessen some of that load. So it's going to be tourist dollars, it's going to be those types of things. I know we had last year before council the Airbnb legislation. We probably need to revisit that again to see where we can fall on if there's any dollars that we can extrapolate through the bed tax and stuff like that. But I know there was some things late last year that the state was talking about doing. So there's a couple of things that are in flux there, but meaningful dollars, I don't know if they're going to be meaningful enough for what we have to do. So I don't know if that answers your question or not, but that's the best I got here. But we'll try to pull something together for the marina.
Okay, thank you.
Yep.
And Mayor, one
Yes.
thing to add, the small businesses, the shops on High Street will be the attraction for the marina.
100%, right.
You don't go to the marina if there's nothing to do when you get there, right? So.
Right, I mean,
help.
we've been doing, I didn't open a single business, right? The small business owners have done all that, and I think as a government, we've tried to make the village attractive, right? We've tried to set our zoning and things of that nature in that area to where they don't have to come before the BZA and they don't have to come before Planning Commission and get the land changed to the use that they want to do. I think we've been as friendly as we can into developments. So, yes, ma'am. Got to be something with New Fourth.
No.
Thank you, Jerry.
Yeah, Debbie Argo, 426 New Fourth. So I have the bird's eye view of everything going on. We're kind of wondering, and when I say we, it's us that are involved in that
Sure.
area, why the signs were only up between like 8 and 3, and
The no through traffic?
yeah, they're only there for that short amount of time. And one day they were only there for 4 hours. And second of all, the signs have not been up since last Thursday. You know, we're just kind of wondering, what's the reasoning for only the short amount of time, and are they going to go back up, or what? I don't understand.
So the understanding behind the signs was that the construction company at the school, they were instrumental in supplying those signs, and they were responsible for the placement and the removal of those signs for, generally they were going to be working during the school day, and that's what we were focusing on. Now, when school is out in the afternoon, or when they were done working in the first part of this experiment, we noticed that there was minimal traffic issues going through there because you're not having to pick up the drop off the school traffic or the construction traffic. So with that, like I said, this was a work in progress. We're trying to do some new things to alleviate any type of concerns there, so that we didn't have to completely reroute traffic on New Fourth there between Vine and Plum. Otherwise, the other option was to make it one way, and we were trying to avoid that right now. At least if we see there was hardly any traffic going through there in the evening and the afternoon hours, which so far the officers have monitored it, and there is minimal traffic going through. It's not as heavy as what it was during the day. Of course, there's going to be some hit or miss. There'll be 2 cars coming through at the same time. Those are things that are kind of unavoidable, which we all understood that this was a construction project in the middle of the neighborhood. So there were some things that we knew we were going to have issues with. We were going to try to see what we had to work with, and then try to alleviate, what those issues were going to be as the construction progressed. So like I said, that's just the first part. If this is going to be an issue, like with the signs and stuff, now I'll reach out to the construction company to see, because they were responsible for it, so my officers and myself weren't up there moving signs and stuff. But if this was going to be like a concern where school's not over with and they're moving the signs already, then that's something that I'm going to have to address that I wasn't aware of.
Okay.
And we'll go from there.
And the other part, and I know this is not going to be taken care of right away, it's, the street. We all know the street's really bad. My concern right now, in front of my house, I had a water main break back in January, and that hole is just slowly sinking down.
Right.
And, I could sit there and I can hear people, go by and bam. It's just something maybe might want to come by and just throw some more dirt on there for now.
For sure, and that's one of the things that we'll be talking about at the next meeting.
Okay.
So one of my ideas was maybe we just grind that street.
Yeah.
And just get it down to the old brick, and leave
Yeah.
it that for now, and then we'll come back and pave it later. I mean, it's almost there now.
Yes, so you can see it all over the place.
Right,
yeah.
so
Yeah.
I mean, it's just, and what I'm really worried about is losing the parts of Chestnut Street that we just did.
Yeah,
So,
that's bad.
we have to address that, and that's the one thing that we will be talking about, and I know Clyde and them have been through. We can get Mike there to top that off for sure.
Okay.
So what I would encourage the group of you guys to do, if you're not getting the communication with Chief, just give him a call.
Okay.
You know what I mean? You don't have to wait till, it's not that I don't want you to come to the council meeting and ask questions, but you shouldn't have to wait a month to get that feedback.
Yeah.
Sounds like to me that the placement of the signs just might be a little goofy.
Yeah,
Relying on them to put them up and take them down, and you
kind of
may
a
just
hit,
have to
yeah.
get a sign made that this is the time that it's restricted and just leave it there, right? That way people know.
Yeah.
And again, I think we're trying to use less hammer here, and I guess we'll come to to whatever the solution is. I know there was talk of a mirror going up for the one resident. Did that get put in place yet? Because I haven't been down yet this week.
No, it's not. I know the construction guy said that they were going to put it up. I'm not sure, and Pat's unfortunately on vacation, but, you know, I've talked to her a lot, and we're not really sure how that's really going to help.
We don't know either.
Yeah,
right?
because
We wanna
she
see if
actually
it's gonna
backs
help.
out of her
Right, I know,
driveway, and
I
it's
know.
like, where
It's
the...
pretty blind right there.
Yeah, it really
I
is.
actually pulled into her driveway, and I drive a truck, so I'm higher than she is.
Yeah, yeah.
And I could see where that would be an issue.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
Mayor, I was told that they did have the mirror, and they were waiting to install it.
okay, that's fine. So, yeah, we're working through it, and listen, you guys live there, and we
Yeah.
don't, so
Yeah.
just tell us what's going on, okay?
We will, you know, I mean, we knew it was going to be rough, but it's
Sure.
a little rougher, I think, than we anticipated.
I think with that is since last Wednesday or Thursday, there's only been a handful of the workers there. So maybe it's because there's only the guys laying the brick. Because like the parking lot down on the football field, the last week has only been 3 or 4 cars where for a couple weeks there, that place was packed. So that may be it.
Yeah, I don't know. All right, thanks.
Thank you, appreciate it. Yes, sir.
Sorry, the question about the Marina Hat, the question about the Marina Hat, if you don't mind, a couple of questions. So I'm trying to formulate my thoughts as I'm standing here, so I apologize for a little bit of a ramble. So the best way to get the most bang for the buck out of the marina is to privatize that property to something, hotel, restaurants, bars, shops, or something along those lines, versus, because this is what I don't understand. So if, say, we had just for the sake of craziness, a world-class, say, pickleball court, and we had hundreds of people coming down there for pickleball or outdoor something or other, that's not going to be able to generate the revenue that because you don't get revenue from people going to the stores, and you don't get tax revenue from that. The only way you would get tax revenue is from
Improvements.
an improvement. And so would that require the village to turn the property owner, or would the village still be like the owner with the rentee?
We'll figure that out as we go. My guess is it'll be a 99-year lease with somebody.
Okay.
Would be my guess, but I don't know. That's why
Right.
the county port authority is involved in that conversation and what that looks like. For the government to sell land, it's a whole,
It's a
it's
thing.
a process, right?
Right.
So typically, the way those things are handled is a 99-year
Right.
lease. That gives whoever that developer is the ownership rights to that land, but I don't know that that's gonna be what we do or how we do it.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're absolutely right.
Okay,
And
'cause-
world-class pickleball courts are not in the, not in the
Right.
master plan.
Right, well, yeah, just for the sake
But no,
of, I mean,
you are
making it an
absolutely seeing it
attractive,
correctly, yeah.
but making it an attractive,
Yes.
outdoor area for
Right.
people to want to come to. The only way the revenue for the village would increase would be through,
Right, and then
Okay.
through a restaurant, and if it's a
Right.
5-star hotel, et cetera, those types of jobs, then we'll pay an income tax,
Right,
right?
right.
So then that's another stream,
okay,
okay?
right.
So
And
yeah, it'll be a mixed use is really what it's been zoned for.
Right, and the difficulty will be like all the other communities along the lake, with it really being, a 4, maybe 5-month season is the challenge of that. So, okay, appreciate it.
Thank you.
Just
Yep.
didn't understand. A couple points.
Understood.
Thank you.
Yep, thank you. A motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
Mr. McKinney?
Aye.
Ms. Backnick?
Aye.
Mr. Height?
Aye.
Mr. Saracen?
10 minutes too late.
Mr. Saracen?
Aye.
Ms. Schaefer?
Aye.
Mr. Bertone? Aye.
Thank you all.